It's already raining. We're like an hour from home. And it's raining in Florida. This is a sign.
Welcome to Georgia.
Days in, checking in. It's like 11:30 at night. We arrived, and this is up where the Georgia Traverse Trail starts. It was a long drive. It's been raining most of the way, particularly from Georgia, from Macon on. It's been raining, and driving on hilly, turny, mountainy roads in the rain at night in the dark that you don't know, it's been a e-ticket ride to get up here. Thanks for joining us. It's a soggy night up in northeast Georgia where we're gonna do the Georgia Traverse Trails. Good morning. It is our first actual day. Well, kinda, up in North Georgia after about 6 hours of sleep. Time to get up, find some breakfast, and hit the trails. Well, we're at Huddle House for breakfast. Join us. Eat before you go out on the trail. Here comes your coffee, Randy.
Enjoy your meal.
Thank you, Brenda.
You're welcome. Enjoy.
Hey, I'm Matt.
And I'm Randy.
I'm Sean.
Micah.
And we're having breakfast at the Huddle House before hitting the trails. We got some Philly cheesesteak omelets, some eggs, bacon, French toast, and a
Prime tips.
prime tip stuff. We pulled out of the hotel and we're heading out to our first trail ride of the day. These are little country roads that hopefully are going to take us where we need to be. We're up in Georgia today. I know it's not Florida, but we're going to take some portions of the Georgia Traverse Trail that has lots of places with roads that look like this. We can go upwards in elevation anywhere up to 4,000 feet on small, slightly unmaintained roads. We'll be crossing over some streams, but Sean, Matt, he's brought his sons. You saw him at breakfast, and he's driving the Rubicon, so he'll probably go first across any water crossings. So let's go, hop in. Let's go. Hear the sound of water rushing down there. There's a waterfall. So far, I mean, we're not even a mile in, and I'm just thoroughly enjoying this alternative to what we're doing. This would be a great Jeep trip, to take a group, 10 Jeeps or so, out here for an off-road travel. Stay at hotels along the way or camping. There are camp spots. Georgia Traverse is the website. Just look up Georgia Traverse map. It'll bring you to an overland place with maps. Shows you how to get here. some of the creek crossings actually are maintained. So there's culverts where the creek passes under the road. But in some places, there's not. So this is the Georgia Traverse. That first road we took, that was just to get us up to this road because part of the trail is closed off due to washouts. So that was a great little trail just to give us an introduction. From here, we begin to traverse forward. We'll take a portion up into North Carolina, then we'll come back down into Georgia. We'll hit Dillard, and from there we're gonna head westward, eventually out toward Helen and Trey Mountain. Imagine making these roads up here in the mountains. We're about 2,400 feet. The edges of the roads, pretty steep drop-offs. So far it's an easy road. I mean, it's easy for us. So easy, I think I'm going to go ahead and go back in two-wheel drive.
Over the 3,000 mark.
Around the car. We're up in North Carolina, easily first the waterfalls that we're seeing. We're coming up on a little one-way bridge. The wildflowers that are growing out here are really abundant. Something swimming up in here. There's a place to camp. Patterson's Gap has a lot more washed out areas right now, and a lot more rocks sticking up. So far this is a step above some of the other ones, but the edges are really like steep. Some trails that look like they're more Jeep specific, and this one is currently open. It's called Abe's Gap, so we'll see if we can make this trail. Gate is open, so the road is not closed.
Oh, what?
What?
A flower I haven't seen yet. Gotta stop for a flower. Haven't seen one of these yet. Very unique.
Ready? This is tradition. Your first time crossing the stream, you have to dip your head in.
I'm not gonna dip my head in, I'm gonna splash.
That ain't dipping your head in.
It's
All right.
so cold.
Come on, dip your head in.
Who's next? Luke?
Come on.
Waterproof these really are?
All right, next. Come on, you can do it. Step on the rock. And you know why we do that?
So
Because that way we
you?
can video us when somebody's falling in.
Right.
This may not be Bear Mountain, but we can still dip our head in the water in Georgia. Tallulah River. Tallulah River has a campground, state park, so there's adequate and properly maintained camping facilities. This is a good central location if you're going to ride some trails and you want to camp. Tallulah State Park Campground, Tallulah Campground. And right now we're on, I believe, Tallulah Road, riding down the edge of the river. Take a gander.
Where does it drop you off?
Just record this and I'll record him.
Yes.
This and I'll record him.
Where it drops you off.
Just right over there.
Okay, gotcha.
Hope you record.
Look.
No stopping. No stopping in the river. This is another camping area where you could set up camp. Now it did look like the rains from yesterday washed out a lot of stuff, but this would be a great camping area. once you cross the Tallulah River, the trail becomes much more four-wheel drive required. This is after the Tallulah River. It's not for cars. There's a lot more holes. There's a lot more crossings. There's some points where rocks are, some ups and downs, some hills. So as you can tell by my bobbing around, I have heard from a local they may be closing the crossing, which would close off this whole other westward section. This road's got a little bit more mud in it. Oops, I just mudded up some pretty butterflies. But this is not a place that you'd want to take a vehicle that you don't rely on. It's a long ride after the river. Before the river, it's crush and run, paved, plenty of places to stop. It's prettier. After the river, it becomes more of a four-wheel drive trail. So if you're thinking about coming out and riding this trail, you might want to do it soon.
And with somebody.
Unfortunately, people are coming out here and they're not behaving. They are making trails where trails are not supposed to be.
They're not treading lightly.
They're not treading lightly, and they're tearing stuff up. Just like through here, we got mud holes. And instead of staying on the trails, they're trying to see how much mud they can get into. The whole concept of tread lightly is to tread lightly. Stay on named and numbered roads. Don't tear up the environment. These trails are great trails. I'm so glad that we've had the opportunity to come out here and ride on these trails before, like most of the rest of the trails, they get closed down because people don't know how to stay on named and numbered roads. Downhill. Can you imagine what this road is like going